Is this the Yu-Gi-Oh thing?
Pot of Greed, yeah.
Yeah.
Draw 2 cards. You seen that meme?
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
It's so ugly. When I start up my car, it doesn't like to start up well if it's hot. But if it's cold, it will start up like boom. But when it's hot, it will like
You got the E85?
Yeah, I don't know if that has to do with like. Yeah, it's gotta have to do with the tune. Yeah, this cup is in my way. It actually is in my way. What year is your car?
2024.
Oh, okay, I see. Which trim do you have?
The limited. Because I want the heated seats.
Oh, okay. You don't have to pay a subscription for that, do you?
No, but then now I'm in California. I'm like, why the hell do I need heated seats?
Which dealership did you buy that one at?
Bought it in New York.
You drove it from New York?
So funny thing is, everybody asked me that, and the story is, I tried to. I made it to Pittsburgh, because New York to Pittsburgh is like 8 hours.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Wait, why did you go south?
It's west.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is south of New York, no?
More like across. So I tried to, right? Because it was my first manual car. So like, screw it, I'm gonna like practice, you know.
Wait, so you drove manual for the first time and then tried to do a cross country?
I bought the car not knowing how to drive manual.
Why didn't you just buy it here?
I didn't know.
You could have saved 2,500 miles.
No, I tried to drive it over. I made it to Pittsburgh and I was like, yo, this shit sucked. And I have to do this for 5 more days. I called my parents, I was like, hey, I'm coming home. I'm gonna just ship it over.
Oh, so you did ship it over?
Yeah, so I freaking drove back another 8 hours from Pittsburgh back to home to New York. Are we here already?
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna choose somewhere that's convenient. I'm not trying to do a cross-country thing.
Does this car have AC?
It does, okay? The AC is super fucking cold, but it only works if the car is in motion. When I first bought the car was making like 50 more horsepower than what it is right now. But the thing was that it was having a really large vibration and the tune was not that great, which I didn't know at the time. I was just really focused on the vibration. And that vibration was coming from whoever did the timing belt last didn't put the front and rear balance shafts in phase with each other. So pretty much, I don't know, to me, because I looked it up on YouTube on how to do it, it seems like kind of a rookie mistake. When I went to go get it tuned again, because I just wanted a fresher tune, I took it to him and he was like, hey, I found the problem, help me take off my timing belt, put the balance shafts like in properly. After that, like, I remember I could turn on the AC, like, you know, it was normal. I could turn on the AC no matter what. But after I got it tuned with him, maybe he didn't tune it with the AC on for a specific reason. But pretty much, if I turn on the AC right now, the RPMs are going to drop below it's going to be around like 600, so it's going to almost want to die. But if I'm in motion and I have the crankshaft like going with it, then to help it go, then yeah, it's fine. Let's get on the fucking freeways. Yeah, so when I'm going like locally somewhere on a hot day, I fucking hate it. I hate it. All right, oh, it's too hot. Let's get a move on.
So what year is this car?
It's 2003. So anytime you see a yellow EVO, it's 2003.
What generation is that?
This is the EVO VIII. All yellow EVOs are EVO VIIIs in 2003.
Could you actually tell the difference between the 7, 8s, and 9s?
I think 7 looks very different from the 8 and the 9. 8 and 9 look very similar, but yes, you could tell the difference. But the thing is that a lot of things are interchangeable between the 8 and the 9. So a lot of 8 people like rocking 9 stuff, and a lot of 9 people like rocking 8 stuff. Yeah, so for example, I have a whole like 9 rear end. I have the JDM rear EVO 9 bumper, and then I also have the EVO 9 JDM taillights, and I also have the EVO 9 JDM headlights. All right, ready for some AC now?
12 seconds later.
See, as long as I'm in neutral, I gotta turn off the AC. I'm sorry. All right, now we're back in business.
What made you get a EVO versus a STI or something?
I actually was looking at a GC8. So I was gonna buy that car and it was about half the value of this car, or half the price of this car. But I didn't end up buying it because it had like a power steering whine or something. And then about like 2 months later, then I saw this car. Like, I wouldn't say that the EVO is like my dream car, even though I do hear that from other people. I kind of just buy the car that comes to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah, so this one was like friend of a friend of a friend that was selling this car. And I was just like, oh well, you know, it kind of just landed in my lap.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I do like Evos, you know. Wait, do I turn in here?
You turn, yeah, where that car just turned.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I love Evos too. I definitely like Evos more than Subarus.
You fucking liar. Then why would you drive a Subaru and say that?
It's not like they have it. What am I gonna buy instead? A freaking Outlander? It's not like a 20. What else am I gonna buy?
Oh, but you want to buy a new car.
Yeah, at that time.
See, here's the difference. I want to buy an old car. See, the AC's cold, right?
Yeah.
So it sucks that I can't, you know, the car has to be in motion, so let me just drive real slow right now. There we go. Can I park further up?
Do you need me to look? Do you have parking sensors? So I got a new car.
There's no sensor in this car.
So I got a new car.
Only O2 sensor.
What is the tune?
It's a map tune. Allows it to run on E85. It's not like a flex fuel. It doesn't have a flex fuel sensor, so pretty much I have to have either as close as I can to 100% E85 or 100% 91.
So if are there situations where you're just like you have to bring your own gas if you know you're going somewhere that's like, oh, it won't have E85?
E85 it's gonna be somewhere near me, but
yeah.
Instead of the distance being like maybe a normal gas station is like maybe the closest one next to you is like 2 miles away.
Okay.
It might be something like 5.
Is that like common in California to have E85 stations?
Yeah, I mean you could just check Pearson Fuels. That's the app that I use.
What if you're taking like a road trip to Palm Springs? You'd be like,
I mean, if I'm gonna take a road trip, then I might just switch back to 91.
Okay.
But I mean, either way, the mileage isn't that great on this car.
Oh.
So on a full tank with E85 at least, I'm getting about 120 miles of range. Per gallon, I think I'm estimating it's around 7 miles a gallon.
So, oh, okay.
Which is like not that bad. I think some like rotary engines are about the same.
Sure, but you're comparing it to a rotary versus like,
Yeah, okay.
I guess a more normal car. That's pretty.
I think the previous owner, he put EVO IX turbo internals onto like the EVO VIII housing. So it's a little bit of an upgraded turbo, ETS intercooler and piping. Oh, the exhaust is a Fujitsubo. So that's kind of like an old school exhaust. It's one of the more quiet ones. The loudness is already kind of like where I'd like it. If it was any louder, I feel like it would just be a little bit too loud for me personally.
Yeah, because we could still have a conversation in the car.
Yeah.
And on the freeway, it's pretty manageable. Do you know how much boost and how much power
I actually don't know how much boost I'm making. And this is one of the things. So like, you know, I had to fix other things on this car first, getting the tune done right first and getting tin all redone and everything. To be honest, I like Regas more than the T's. It's kind of like an emotional feeling that I have with Regas more than I do with T's. I feel like T's are just like, it's a staple. It goes well with many cars, but the Regas really remind me of like Hondas and my first car and everything. So I feel like I do have a soft spot for Hondas. These are the T's in graphite gray, the TSLs. These wheels were just recently discontinued, so I think they went up in value.
Are you lowered?
So one of my shocks are blown right now, so I don't know how to explain. I am lowered, yeah. So these are on KWs, and yeah, KWs are known to be really good, but these were from the previous owner, so I'm thinking that these probably were on here for like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So overdue. That's something I really need to get done. I got to do my shocks, got to bleed my brakes, pay my calipers, you know. It's just, I have so much stuff I gotta do. I gotta do PDR. I kind of want to do a new yellow paint job on this car just to make it look really good, because I don't have a lot of like good paint left. I'm kind of only on my, I'm like on my last, what's it called? Last thing of, coat of paint.
Your fenders and your doors don't match in color?
Right now in the shade, they look like they don't match. But actually that's not the most obvious. The most obvious would be this quarter panel.
Is your front half like PPF or anything? Is that why?
No, it's not. Only the headlight is.
Oh.
So this rear bumper is going to be painted.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So you can tell the difference between right here. These two yellows right here. It's really hard to paint match yellow.
And
so
then and even something here.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see that there's like a spot right here. It's probably from maybe like, I don't know, just like focused sun over time. Maybe it was parked like that in the garage and that's where like the sun was hitting it or something. So yeah, I would love to get this car repainted in the same yellow. Even though I'm not really a yellow fan, like, oh my gosh, I would love to wrap this in like a blue, metallic blue.
And then are your rear fenders rolled?
Badly. That was one of the things that when I was buying the car, I was telling the seller, like, well, I'm not gonna buy it for any more just because I have to hire some guy in PDR to help me, you know, fix these fenders. So one of the quarter panels is worse than the other.
Is this whole interior OEM?
Yes, it is OEM.
And the seats, the Recaros?
Yes.
Oh.
Everything in here is OEM. I really like that it has like this blue.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make blue the accent color for my car. I do have like this red towel going on right here. Once I get the calipers painted blue, then I'll probably have to take out that towel or something. But yeah, I'm trying to go for a blue and yellow kind of color experience. I do like the interior. It was one of the big reasons why like I wanted to buy this car because it wasn't dirty at all. It wasn't dusty. I did get the car like cleaned professionally like once I bought it, but he said that there was not much to clean in the back, just like some light, you know, like vacuuming. And yeah,
Is all the front stuff OEM too?
most of it is, yeah. 90% is all OEM. I said it was 90%. The only thing that was probably different is the radio. So this is also from the previous owner. They moved the radio to here. So here used to be a cubby.
Yeah.
And then this would be for pretty much when I put my gauges in here. So right now I do have a boost gauge. I just gotta go hook it up.
Is this only a 5-speed?
Yeah, it's 5-speed.
Oh.
So the EVO 9s come with the 6-speed. But I feel like it's been debated that the EVO 9 transmission is not as reliable as the EVO 8 transmission, which is a 5-speed. So from what I've read, the 6-speed EVOs are pretty much put into the car that was built to have the 5-speed. So I don't know, I guess it's just not as reliable when they were trying to fit pretty much a 6-speed transmission into a car that was built with the 5-speed in mind first. So I guess it was kind of like a retrofit, but I don't know exactly what goes into like the unreliability of the 6-speed.
Are you ever gonna track this, you think?
No, but I do have a friend, she's also a girl, and she tracks it. She has a white EVO 9. Ever since I got the tune, it's just it makes your car that much more unreliable. I've never been in a situation where I couldn't start my car, but I have been in situations where I'm driving my car and it would die. I was turning left one time, like under this bridge, like on the way to get up to the freeway, and like I just go into neutral, I just see the revs drop really low, and then it would just die. I remember that at the time I had like lower fuel. I probably had like 10% fuel left according to my like leveler. I don't think there's anything wrong with my leveler. Maybe there is, I don't know. But I would think that if it's broken, it would be completely broken, not just like inaccurate, if that makes sense. It would be like wildly inaccurate if it was broken. But it just bogged down and it stalled. That probably happened around like 2 times. Pretty much anytime I'm taking a turn, probably because I have like also have an aftermarket like fuel system as well. So yeah, it probably might have to do something with that. My learning lesson is just I keep the car at least a quarter tank of gas inside the car at all times. Yeah, because I don't want to be in that position where like I can't find an E85 station. Yeah, well, I just kind of don't want to have to go back swap to like if I'm like I've been on E85 for ever since I got it back from the tuner, so for a few months now. I kind of don't want to keep flip-flopping it. I'll probably just keep it on E85. I'm actually getting better mileage with E85. Gas prices are also rising, so I'm actually saving more money driving with E85 actually.
Because it's cheaper E85 and stuff.
Well, here's the thing, E85 is cheaper by the gallon, yes, but in theory it's actually half as efficient as normal gasoline. E85 can only do half of what normal gasoline can do. So when you hear people on E85 saying like, oh, I save so much money on gas, like no,
but they use fuel up more.
It's cap. It's absolutely cap. It's bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but with this car, with the amount that gas prices are rising, because right now 91 is like nowhere under
It's
$5.
4.6 in
4.6?
Costco, actually.
Oh, okay. I don't have Costco.
Oh.
No shit.